It is depressing how much this car costs me monthly and over a year. Let's find out in this video. I'm going to be talking finance, the installments, insurance, maintenance on the vehicle, fuel, anything and everything that I possibly can. Whether you've got this car, you're looking at buying it, or you've got one on the way, hopefully this video helps you. Wait till the end of the video and tell me what you think down below. Starting off with finance, I obviously financed the vehicle, so my installment is $8,680.96 a month. In terms of insurance on the car, it cost me 1,080 Rand and 73 cents. Now, insurance is a tricky one, depends on where you live, age, all of these different factors. I have a great deal on mine. I would just suggest that you compare as many different brokers and insurance agencies as possible. That bringing the total monthly cost of the finance and insurance to 9,761.69 cents. But hold up, it's not just the finance and insurance that you should be worried about. This does use a lot of fuel. There's other things like tires, maintenance that you need to be aware of. Let's jump into the cost of fuel. All right, so here is one of my recent receipts. I'll put it up on screen, but it costs 818 Rand and 55 cents. That was only for 33 liters, so not a full tank. And in city driving, that'll get me about 450 Ks. On a longer trip, I can get about 600 Ks on a tank. So as you can see, the average consumption has been 7.8 liters per 100 kilometers since the start of owning the vehicle. So based on that receipt, monthly with the driving that I do, it costs about 3,272 Rand. Let's pop the hood. Moving on to maintenance and servicing. I included a plan when I bought the car, so I don't pay for any of those costs when it needs a service. But I'd love to know from the other GTI owners. Let us know in the comments what you pay. I would expect or assume that you would pay around 4,000 Rand a service. One thing I have had to replace that wasn't covered on the plan was this under tray bolt that cost 54 Rand and 17 cents. However, I did save because I did the job myself and not through VW, and I saved about 500 Rand. One other thing I paid for was a paint for the scratches and dents on the front of the car. That cost 246 and 10 cents. A easier or more cost-effective job than having to repaint the whole thing, and again, did the job myself. Tires, they are certainly not cheap on this car. I have replaced 2 so far, and that costs 8,230. That did include some balancing and alignment, but still not cheap. I do have to replace the rear tires, so here's the quote and the available options to me. Number 1, the Goodyears. 2 of those will cost 4,450. Continentals, 4,770, and the Michelin Pilot Sport 5s, which is currently on the car, 2 of those is 6,690. Before we dive into the total monthly cost of this car, in South Africa, we love keeping our cars clean. I wash my car myself, so here's the materials that will last me a year. Snow foam cost me 636. The shampoo I use, 636. Tire shine, 64 Rand, and the interior spray, 79 Rand and 99 cents. A total annual cost of 1,415 and 99 cents. And finally, the moment you've been waiting for, the total monthly cost on this car is 14,420.04 cents, bringing the annual total cost to own and run this GTI to 173,040 Rand and 54 cents. Unreal. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments and any other questions you may have. See you in the next one.